All right, let's dive into something I think a lot of us have felt. You know that feeling, that sudden, overwhelming urge to just leave a party or a get together? You might label yourself antisocial, but what if I told you the real reason is way more interesting and has everything to do with how your brain is wired? Picture this. You're at a busy cafe, maybe a party, or even just the mall, and on paper, you're having a good time. But after maybe an hour, tops, your social battery just plummets from 100 to 0. Sound familiar? Well, if it does, you're in exactly the right place. For so long, we've had these myths we tell ourselves, right? Oh, I'm just antisocial. I guess I'm just shy. Or worse, there must be something wrong with me. But what if the reality is something totally different? What if it's not a flaw at all, but actually a feature of your mind? That's the shift we're going to talk about today. Okay, so what is really going on here? This isn't just some nice idea. It's a well-researched psychological trait. It's not about being better or worse. It's just about having a brain that literally processes the world around you in a fundamentally different and much deeper way. So there's actually a scientific name for this: high sensory processing sensitivity. All it really means is that your nervous system is way more tuned in to all the little subtleties. You're taking in more information from your environment, the sights, the sounds, the emotions of people around you, and you're processing all of it much more thoroughly. I love this metaphor. It's perfect. Imagine most people are walking around with a standard microphone. It picks up the main conversation just fine. But you've got a top-of-the-line, high-fidelity studio mic. It picks up everything. The main voice, sure, but also the hum of the air conditioner, the quiet whisper across the room, the slight rustle of someone's jacket. It's not that the world is louder for you. It's just that you hear more. So if your brain is just absorbing more information, why is it so incredibly exhausting? Why does a 1-hour meeting sometimes feel like you just ran a marathon? Well, the answer comes down to a really important concept in psychology. And here it is. The key that unlocks this whole experience is something called cognitive load. This is the real, scientific reason you feel so completely overwhelmed and just need to get away to a quiet space to recharge. Basically, think of your brain's working memory like the RAM in a computer. It has a limited amount of processing power at any one time. Now, because a high processing mind is taking in so much more data every single second, it just hits its maximum cognitive load way, way faster, especially in a busy place. Let's break down what's actually happening in a busy room. You're not just having one conversation. Your brain is unconsciously filtering dozens of other conversations. It's tracking all the unpredictable movements of people around you, it's analyzing the micro-expressions on multiple faces, and it's processing all the lights and smells, all at the same time. I mean, it's an incredible amount of work. And that is the crucial point. It's not the socializing itself that's making you tired. It's this nonstop, high-level background processing. It's basically the mental version of running 25 different complex programs on your computer at once. Eventually, the system's just going to start to lag. So, how does this actually show up in your day-to-day life? Let's go through 7 really common signs. And as I'm listing these, just notice how many of them make you go, oh, yeah, that's me. This is usually the big aha moment for people. Okay, number 1, you get totally exhausted after social events, even the ones you really enjoyed. 2, you're always the one who notices the little details, a tiny shift in someone's tone of voice, a new picture on their wall. 3, loud noises and chaotic places feel physically overwhelming, almost like a personal attack. 4, and this is a big one, you need a lot of alone time to recharge. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. You're also a deep thinker, and you really prefer meaningful one-on-one chats over surface-level small talk. And finally, unpredictable situations can be extra stressful because your brain is trying to process all the new information flying at it at once. And here it is, the most important takeaway from all of this. For years, you might have thought you needed to fix yourself, to be more outgoing or less sensitive. But this isn't a bug in your programming. It's just how your system was built. I absolutely love this quote. Think about it, right? You would never call a Mac flawed because it can't run Windows software. They're just different operating systems, and each one has its own unique strengths. Your brain just runs on a different OS, one that happens to be incredible at things like deep processing, creativity, and empathy, but it just needs different conditions to run at its best. So I'll leave you with this thought. The next time you feel that pull to step away from the noise,
Instead of that old voice in your head criticizing you, what if you just acknowledged it? What if you just said, ah, there it is. My high-fidelity microphone is picking up everything. My processor is just working overtime. Seeing it that way, it doesn't just change your perspective. It can honestly change your entire relationship with yourself.